Good morning, it's March 20th. It's 7:07 a.m. Pacific time. Just quick review of the layout. Changed things up a little bit since yesterday, or the last time I recorded a trade, which I think it was yesterday. I went ahead and added back the Ultra Bond, the UB here on the left. I kept the 30-year, which is the ZB, which is right next to it. These are price ladders, by the way. This is the ZF, which is the 5-year, and this staple, which is the 10-year right here in the middle, and then on the right is the E-mini S&P. I took out the 2-year, mostly because the volatility in the bonds has fallen off a cliff, and I really just use that as kind of a buffer between the 10-year and the ES, like a visual buffer, a psychological buffer. But since that thing would literally move 3 ticks in an entire session, it's really just of no use anymore. So until the volatility picks back up, I think that will remain off the board. And we brought back the Ultra Bond, which is probably the most volatile product out of fixed income. So with that said, what happened overnight, you can see it's pretty much a very limited range, which is to be expected. We have FOMC, or Fed decision, coming out at 11 a.m. 4 hours from now, so I'm not expecting a lot of action until then. Excuse me, I'm either fighting a cold or the allergies are kicking in, because there's had a lot of rain here in San Diego, and the wildflowers are just going crazy. So it's most likely allergies, but either way, just not feeling great. Debated even jumping on here this morning, but I wanted to take a look. I just saw that basically the 10-year kind of middled here, then the pit opened and it popped up here in what the range you see right now, and it pulled back to the pit low and it started to trade up to the top here, which looks like a really good short setup. So I wanted to get the video going just in case we saw that happen, and then I was gonna, if I saw what I wanted to see, then I could go ahead and try to fade it. So that's where we're at. As far as anything else on the calendar for announcements, there's not much. We had mortgage applications this morning, which were pretty much consistent with expectations. Again, we just have the Fed at 11 a.m. So things are going to be pretty calm until then. So I'm not even sure if this is even worth viewing, but we'll see. So from my standpoint, unless we get back down to 27 or 29.5, 30 up here, pretty much just sitting on my hands waiting. So I'll let the video run. Won't be talking unless I see something, a good setup, and then I'll pull the microphone back out. But otherwise, we're just going to sit in silence. Okay, so we're up here at 29.5. It looks like I haven't seen anything yet, but we had about 800 on bid, and they were already attacking 30. Shows a sign of aggression, a little bit sign of aggression. What we want to see here is the E-mini come down and bounce off of this, bounce off these lows here and go higher. We're just going to go ahead and get an offer out there, get an order in. Just finish what I was saying. We want the E-mini to come down, bounce off these lows, go up higher, and that will fuel this move lower. The Ultra Bond's already trading down. The 30-year is already starting to hit the bid. What we don't want to see is the ES blow through the lows. Because there's a potential to be run over there. The reason why I pulled the trigger on that order so early is just because I'm expecting a very slow day. And I don't really see this just bolting higher. If it does go higher, it'll kind of grind. And as much as I would not like to, I could probably work a scratch. So that's good. That pulled off pretty quickly there on the bid. Or not. Seeing some really disturbing signs here. So only 73 have hit up. And we've already had 4,000 pull off the offer here. So that's not good. I'm going to let this have a little bit of room to breathe, I think. I'll wait for these guys to get to the highs and figure out what they're going to do. Okay, good. Finally get a little bit of pushback here, so there's some hope. Immediately this pulled off from 5,000 down to 4,000. Not great, but not horrible. That's a decent size there. We need this to push through pretty quickly. So that pulled off 1,000, 3,000, good. Ultra Bond's ticking down. 30-year finally got off that 07 level. Come on, beef up. And I'll watch these bids here. Want to see them pull off. pushing back already. I don't like that. I still like the trade, even if it doesn't go my direction. I still think it's valid. Selling the high. I want to stay in it. There's no reason yet to scratch it. Damn it. 30 years back up to 7. 5-year back up to 0. 1 quarter. Now we're 26 up on bid here. That might have been my only scratch opportunity. Damn. I thought for sure that was going to go off her. At the moment, looks like buyers are soaking up all this selling right here at 29.5. Jesus Christ, look at that. Please tell me that's not real. Thirty years back offer at 06. Ultra bonds back offer at 11. It's just the 5-year and the 10-year that are not cooperating. 4,000 down. The big bid just evaporated, and we have 3,000 up on the offer, which is good. Bid at 29 is pulling off. Not going to get too excited, but gone offer at 05 in the 30-year briefly. 5 years just starting to trade down a little bit. We need this stupid ES to get up through the VWAP, through this little sell point here, 28.31. Come on, pull off. Shit. Good, that pulled off. Let's go. 1,800 up, beef up. These guys need to pull off. Should have traded the 30-year today. At least that sucker's moving a little bit. Come on, pull off. This is not pulling off. So I'm moving up targets, try to take 2 off at 1 tick. I don't like doing it, but when we got down to 28.5, it's just nothing. It's just a brick wall. It's either that or scratch the entire trade. It's kind of where I'm at. Screw it. If I can get filled here, we'll just take it off, pay the broker. $30 all the way back up to 06. 5 years still's not going anywhere. Ultra bonds back up. This will probably end up going eventually, but just not willing to sit through the back and forth. It's pretty obvious that buyers are in control right now. I hate to scratch a sell at the top of the range like this, but this just isn't going anywhere. Wow. So I could have had a scratch, and now I'm going to take a 2-tick loss. Be nice if we got some pushback here, because that's a good print up here as far as evidence of absorption. But yeah, look at 3,000 back up. And that's just like brute force. Well, the premise was good. Should have scratched if I had a chance. Could have had it, took it off. And now we're sitting with a loss. It's too bad. I need to trust my instincts a little bit more. But that's it. We got FOMC in 3 hours. I'm not doing anything until then. So that's end video.